What's up, everyone? My name is Rodney, and this is Shedskin Ideas, where I discuss concept ideas for video games, board games, and TV game shows. So, the past videos I've done have been about my idea for a Naruto game that I believe that we all deserve to play. I believe that the previous Naruto games have done what it's done, and it's time for it to take another step in the gaming evolution world. I talked about Battle Royale mode yesterday, and today I decided that I am going to free speak, no script, just talk. I also mentioned that I was going to discuss the secret to the game and how it would all work out. But then I realized that it's only been 6 days of the New Dragon New Year, the Chinese New Year. So I have one more day left after today, so I'll be making another video, which will be a video that will sum up all the videos that I've done in one. After looking at the videos, I realized that the script was useful, but my presentation was not up to par, in my opinion. We can be our own worst critic, and I feel that I need to improve and make something of higher quality for all the viewers. So I'm just going to get straight to it. I don't know if any of y'all made a guess to what the secret to the game would be. And the secret would be you have to have an elite controller. In the previous Naruto games, you could use just a standard controller and it was fine. But the game that I have in mind does require a little bit more complexity. So just imagine you have to put your hands together to recover your chakra. In this case, it would be different. You put your hands together to do a move. So say I want to do a water dragon jutsu. I'd have to put my hands together, and I would have to input a certain combination followed by a confirmation button. Of course, all the moves would be how do you would put auto assist, auto aim. So you choose your target, you put your hands together, you put the code in, the combo, and then you submit it, and then it goes on its own until it drains out or is attacked by a stronger force. Of course, all these moves you would be able to adjust in the menu bar. It would be the same menu bar where you find out whether you could enhance the ability, make it bigger, make it have multiple of them. So you can tailor it so that way it doesn't drain all your chakra, so you know exactly how much. It's like a setting for, say, a shooter game. You know, you want your horizontals and your verticals to be the right way for you so you don't overshoot. So this would be a good way for you to not overuse your chakra. Of course, there will be some difficulties with this idea, and it's not even that much of an issue because I imagine it being just a little difficult in the beginning, because you're going to have to learn all these moves, and then if you want to learn more than 4, more than 5, that's where you got to start remembering all these combinations that you personally choose. And of course, the more combinations you got to put in, the longer it takes for you to use the ability. So in gameplay, in the beginning, it would require you to use more combinations, not vice versa. So when you're first starting, you want to use a water person jutsu. You hold your hands together to bring the chakra together, and then you put your combination in. We'll say it's a 5-button sequence. When you get stronger and you get better and you start adjusting more, you can actually take that down to 1. So that's the secret to the sauce. I think it's pretty cool. It doesn't make it an easy game, and it's really not that complex. It will require teamwork, and the long range moves do have an auto assist. So these moves, they will attack, and you don't have to control the water dragon or the fireball. It'll actually shoot where it needs to be. How do y'all feel about that idea? Good or not good? Well, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. So I thought I'd take this time to discuss some other cool things about the game. I have a couple jutsus that I made up on my own that I think are pretty cool. One is called Shadow Walk. So this would be for a Nara clan, where if your yin is extremely high, you could put your conscious inside the shadow, and if you're in a dark space, your body could teleport. So it's a space-time ninjutsu mixed with a yin release. And also, by putting your conscious in the shadow, you can see what's in the dark. So anyone who walks in your path of darkness, you could eliminate. A berserker mode. A berserker mode is last minute clutch type ability. It'll enhance all your speed and all your power by X amount for a certain amount of time. But this is not a on the whims of death ability. It's a special technique. When you have a ninja dog and you're an Uchiha, you can put a Susanoo on your ninja hound. I feel like that's pretty cool. There are a lot of ways this can all mix up together, and I think it would be really fun for a developing team to make unique moves. But the priority would first be to make all the jutsus that we know in the series. Also, there's the 7 swordsmen of the mist. There's Anbu. So Anbu, Danzo will recognize you if you do an extreme violent action when you're young, and if you score high on your ninja exam. If he hasn't noticed you then, he will notice you when you go to the tuning exam. If you score high on the tuning exam, and in the force of death, you eliminate many people instead of knocking them out, and he will find you. So even if you don't make it to the very end and win a match and become a tuning, he will acknowledge you for the amount of destruction that you've done, and he'll try to bring you in. So with the controller aspect, there won't be a way for you to regenerate your chakra once you use your chakra. In the old games, you would kind of regenerate it. It won't be like that. In the real Naruto world, when you use all your chakra, you're toast. The only way to really rebuild your chakra is if you have supplement on you. But other than that, you have to manage it. So chakra control is really important. Having a lot of chakra is important. But it doesn't matter if you're a taijutsu specialist. Also, your skills and stats, like sight, touch, smell, things like that, they all intertwine. The better your sight, the better you can see in fog. The better your smell, you can smell poison on weapons or in food and drinks. Intelligence. Intelligence is probably the coolest of those senses. I mean, all of them are actually pretty cool once you get to the bottom of how each one works. Intelligence will kind of, how do I put it? So we're on a squad, and say I have the highest intelligence. My intelligence will dictate whether I'm supposed to fight that guy for a better chance of beating him, or you fighting that dude for a better chance. So the higher the intelligence, the more handicapped the game becomes. Everything ties together. The amount of wind and water that you have, so that's counter and evasion. So if you're fighting another swordsman, y'all are fighting, you're slashing swords on swords, eventually someone's going to have to slip up, and then they're going to start taking damage. But the person with a better sight will enhance their reflexes, so their reflex doesn't get drained as fast. Touch. Touch can really help people out in the earth user sense. You can feel people around you better. It's great for sensory types. You can feel what's around you, not smell them, not hear them, not see them, but you overall feel their presence. This will be a very complex, tedious process in the game development, I'm pretty sure. Balancing those out, I could only imagine being super difficult. Everything ties in together, and if anyone knows anything about fighting, anything can happen. And it's how you use your skills, and depending on your environment, how you use that to your advantage. So everything will be intertwined. Everything is purposeful. This game goes beyond pushing a mere button, hoping that you timed it better than the other one. For the person who feels like they might not be the strongest on the team, you might have just the perfect, you most likely have a setup that's really great for a particular situation or environment. Guaranteed. There will be weather control. So we know with AI coming out, AI is going to be extremely helpful in the gaming world in the future. And it's important that the gaming world does try to implement that and try to improve the AI, and also to help with the development speed. So with AI, we know that it's able to help predict weather in the real world, help us predict weather patterns. So using this information and that data, we can actually try to generate a world with a weather system that will change the environment. We know water can rise and the tides can get bigger because of the moon. There will be droughts, strong winds. There will be places where there's water and then all of a sudden there's nothing, and then when you look down in there, it's a huge trench. What's in that trench? What's down in the deep, deep darkness? What's in that abyss? Hidden treasures? Can you swim all the way down there? Can you go all the way down there and have enough chakra to get back up? If you get down there so dark, do you have enough vision to be able to see? This world is changing. Technology is changing. And it's important that we start using this change to our advantage. We're always going to need people. The AI can't do everything. AI is simply a tool. We can make a more dynamic, open world using this AI. I truly believe that. What do you think? I mean, why not, right? Let's get our favorite games built and developed faster, more effective, and more efficiently. Let's do it. There are so many avenues that this particular game could take, and I feel that having the option to adjust and create would just make the game juicy instead of dry. I know that we're all used to the old Naruto games, how it's just straight fighting, but if we look at all the games that have been made since probably when we were born, all gaming has evolved, is taking new forms. And with this particular idea and how I have it arranged in my mind, it could help not just that game, but many other games. It would change the gaming world. So tomorrow I'll talk more on the idea that I already discussed. I'll put all the modes, I'll condense everything into one video for those who haven't watched it. And after tomorrow, I will make a video of how this game actually changes what we know gaming today. So, thank you for watching. This is Shedskin Ideas. Have a good one.